It has been 48 hours since the Patriots took down the Miami Dolphins in week 2. They are now 1-1 on the season. And after looking back, watching the highlights, look at the stats, look at the advanced stats, and just really taking a deep dive into it, after looking at things, it feels even better looking back at that game. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alpern. Before we break down all the good things that I saw that are going to lead into the future of this Patriots team, I just want to nickname them the Cardiac Pats, because this was me after the punt return where I thought it was over, Malik Washington, and then immediately kick return for touchdown by Antonio Gibson. I was going crazy. If you tuned into the watch party, it was awesome. We had a lot of fun. We will be live once again next week on Sunday at noon for the Steelers game. But it is it almost gave me an aneurysm at that point. But if you want to be notified when we make a video, when we have a short, when everything Patriots comes out, every time they make a move, breaking news, when we find out if Christian Gonzalez is practicing, we got you covered. So join the Noti game. Click that bell icon. I got to go. Get to 12% for these Pats. So subscribe to the channel and also hit that bell. First thing I want to get into, and this was the biggest question throughout the whole entire offseason. And after watching back that Dolphins game, the offensive line has looked quote-unquote elite. It's looked really, really good, and we'll see, and I'll show you guys how much it's benefited the quarterback. Look at the PFF grades for the New England Patriots. You had Will Campbell, who had a great game. This is all pass blocking, and I want to talk about the pass blocking because obviously they're going to be a pass-first team with Drake Maye, and also Ramondre Stevenson is not your amazing type of running back. Will Campbell, 81.3. Jared Wilson, 88.1. Garrett Bradbury, who people are saying he's on an insanity run right now. It's amazing to see. Onwenu, 82.8. And Morgan Moses also having a bad day. But 4 out of 5, I cannot complain. And let's take a deep dive into Will Campbell. Where are the offensive guard truthers at? I hear it all the time from Jackson Durham, who does the Chiefs channel here at Chat Sports, and he said he's going to be a great guard. Everybody on Twitter, he's going to be a great guard with his T-Rex arms. Where are they at? Because he has been absolutely incredible and one of the best offensive tackles in the league, not just rookies, in the league. This was some of his deep dive stats going against the Dolphins. Will Campbell versus the Dolphins, 81.3 pass blocking grade, 31 snaps. And how many pressures? How many? Oh, no. Goose egg. An absolute 0. He's looked great. And everybody was kind of questioning. Even me. I was questioning after the joint practice. Is he going to be able to hold up? But through the first 2 games, he's holding up. This is what PFF had to say about Will Campbell. They say he owns a 65.7 PFF run blocking grade through 2 games. I mean, it's not the greatest, but these Patriots aren't a run-first team. He's recorded a 69.6 run blocking grade overall, where it comes in the gaps. Campbell holds the 10th best PFF pass blocking grade with 77.7, which is first among rookies, and 10th best in the league in 4.8% allowed pressure rate, ranks 4th among rookie tackles. And I mean, this is a clear take, but this is just an obvious take. Like, this is your Mike McDaniel type take. Like, he literally said, well, to win the game, you got to win the game. Well, if the offensive line plays better, the better Drake Maye will play. And I want to say this was probably the best game he had as a New England Patriot. 82.6 completion percentage, 230 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, a beautiful pass to Kayshon Boutte, a beautiful play to Matt Collins, and he also ran in a touchdown. He outran Matthew Judon, 137.3 QB rating. And when you dive into the advanced metrics, he's getting the ball out quick. This is 2.57 seconds to throw, which is a good amount of time, but not the best amount of time. And aggressiveness is 17.4%. He's taking shots. He's taking balls. He's throwing balls down the field, looking to be great. And the expected completion percentage, 69.2. And you may be asking yourselves, well, Alper, what's expected completion percentage? Well, this is what they described it as at Next Gen Stats, using a passer's completion percentage on every play to determine what a passer's completion percentage is expected to be. Well, if you saw his stats, Drake Maye had an 82.6 completion percentage on the day, and his expected comp was 69.2. Guess what? He completed even more passes than expected. That's how good Drake Maye was. He was incredible on the field, and I loved what I saw from him, and it seems like he's getting a lot more comfortable and more comfortable throughout this entire year. Like, what I think, and this is the Maye that we're going to see this year. And I know Avery says last practice, Christian Gonzalez. I hope he's good. I really do hope Christian Gonzalez is good. But Drake Maye, that's the Maye we're going to see. He's going to get even better. He's only his second year. He has not played a full 17-game season. And I wanted to talk about a little bit from this graphic I saw about throughout every quarterback kind of making plays outside of scripted. And you're probably wondering, where's Drake Maye on this chart? Where's he at? Well, if you look at the top right corner, you see he's in the little group on the top right, which is positive, with Josh Allen, with Lamar Jackson, which are considered the two best quarterbacks in football next to Patrick Mahomes, which is right below the two guys that were playing for an MVP. So that's how good Drake Maye has been. Can you consider him elite? I don't know just yet, but he is taking that next step and getting better and better, and we see it with the stats, we see it with the play, we see it with the eye test, and I'm really impressed with Drake Maye, and I can't wait to see how he does against the Steelers, because it's going to be more difficult. The Dolphins are not a good team, and it's a lot better going up against TJ Watt, for crying out loud. But were you impressed with Drake Maye versus the Dolphins? Let me know down in the comment section. Type I for impressed or type no for not. Going to break down the rest of the great things that I saw with this Patriots team. But first, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your cash into all season long on Prize Picks. And I made a lineup. It was Thursday Night Football. They're also giving you a max discount with Patrick Mahomes for just 1 yard. You got to take the more on that. I do like the less on Tua Tagovailoa's passing yards, and I like the more with Josh Allen getting 1 rushing touchdown. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right. So when you look at this Patriots front 5, and it involves Kayvon Chaisson, Christian Barmore, Milton Williams, Khyiris Tonga, and also Harold Landry, it's just absolutely incredible. And this was kind of what we saw and what we thought this Patriots front 5 was going to be. The linebackers have not looked good, but this Patriots front 5 is incredible. The defense has swarmed every single week so far this season. In week 1, they were getting to Geno Smith. It was the secondary that was being pretty bad because we saw Alex Austin let up a bunch of plays. I know he threw for 300 yards, but Tua also threw for 300 yards. But they're getting pressure to the quarterback, and it's going to help this Patriots team throughout the year when we get Christian Barmore back. Because once the secondary improves, you start getting a lot more coverage sacks too. And you see, this is the entire NFL. Milton Williams has 9 pressures. Christian Barmore has 9 pressures. This is for interior guys. And Nnamdi Matabuke for the Ravens, he also has 9. They're all tied for first in the NFL. But 2 guys on the Patriots, both Milton and Barmore, this is a threatening duo. I've tried to say it before, and you're going to see it throughout. Like Aaron Rodgers, he's a shell of himself now. He can't run. You have to get pressure on the quarterback. And then we saw last year how bad the defensive line was. Well, this year, through 2 weeks in the season, the Patriots lead the NFL in sacks. Lead the NFL. 9. Green Bay, 8. Rams, 8. Saints, 8. The Falcons have 7. It's incredible. Absolutely amazing to see. Harold Landry leads the league in sacks. And the Titans just got rid of him because they said they were washed. Mike Vrabel saw, he said, hey, this guy's going to be really, really good. And they signed him, and it's paying off. And Milton Williams has been incredible. And I think I just want to go back to last year. Talking about last year's team, the Patriots, already this season, they have 1/3 of the sacks they had in 2024. 2 games through. Last year they had 28. So you're telling me they're on pace to catch their sacks by week 6 of the NFL. I don't think it's going to happen because it's hard to keep up that pace, getting that many sacks. 9 in 2 games? I don't see it happening, but you know they're going to pass that sack total, and this defense is swarming. They're only going to get better. Once Christian Gonzalez comes back, this team is going to be incredible on defense. You're not going to have Alex Austin letting up 150 yards in the passing game himself. Second worst in the league. Get back, Gonzo. But do the Patriots have an elite defense? The linebackers do need to get better. I will say they do need to get better. But you let me know down in the comments. Give me a Y for yes or an M for no if the Patriots have an elite defense. I do have to say this is Zach Kerr's defense now, the linebackers coach, because Terrell Williams is still, we don't know how good he's going to be. He's dealing with health issues. We saw that in the offseason. He wasn't with the team. And on Sunday, Zach Kerr called the plays. And Mike Vrabel, he talked about it on Monday's press conference, where they asked him, is he going to be back? And Vrabel was kind of like, I don't know in what capacity, but he will be around and involved. And what that tells me is he's still dealing with these health issues, but hopefully he gets better, and Zach Kerr is going to take over as your defensive coordinator moving forward. Still going to be involved, Williams, but Zach Kerr is going to be involved. And the one thing for all of them, you got to be better in the secondary. You got to be better in the linebackers. I wasn't talking about the negatives on today's video, but Alex Austin got to be better. And Robert Spillane and Christian Ellis, they are top 2 in missed tackles in the NFL. That is horrid. You have to be better going forward because you're going up against a good Steelers team, and it's going to be hard to start the season 2-1. That's going to do it for today's episode of Patriots Today by Chat Sports. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and hit that sub button. We're live for you guys on Wednesday and also live for the game on Sunday. So hit that sub button. And as always, let's go Pats.